Alright, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Let's see here. For our general today, we need to pick 5 blackberries. You can find those over at Manzanita Post. If you go to McFarland's Ranch, you can go to where Bonnie is sitting on the porch and do 1 Bonnie McFarland mission. While you're at McFarland's Ranch, that's usually a good way to get a train to spawn in. And all you have to do is kill the conductor and do distance driven a train. 2 hideouts cleared. Those are all over the map. When I go onto the map, I'll try and point out just a couple good ones that I use to try and do that with. There's some that spawn really, frequent. So, 3 non-player enemies grappled to the ground. So, while you are doing the hideouts, or you can run down to Thieves Landing, run up to your NPC enemy and hit circle a couple times, and it'll tackle them to the ground, and that's what you have to do for this. 2 North American raccoons skinned. You can find those all over the map. So just while you're running around today doing stuff, keep an eye out for raccoons, kill them and skin them. Other players photographed. So, provided you have a shot in the face. Anytime you just see another player, take a picture of them. So not too bad for the generals. For the bounty hunter, we have to do 2 bounties completed within 1 real world hour. 3 bounties lassoed from horseback. So if you just are on horse and lasso them, and then 3 looted. So before you turn them in, make sure you loot them. For the trader, you have to do distance delivery wagon traveled and goods sold to a distant buyer. So for the distance traveled, you have to be the one driving the delivery wagon. So it shouldn't be too hard if you do a long distance, and keep an eye on what your distance is for your daily, and if you have to kind of detour a little bit and drive in a circle or 2, it's not a big deal. And then 6 perfect carcasses donated to crypts. So this is where the small games and all the perfect toads and stuff in your satchel come in play. So if I had room in my crypts, this would be really easy. I could get it done right now. I could just donate. I have 6 perfect squirrels that I could throw in there. I'm going to have to wait until after I do a delivery, though, before you can make room for me to put anything in there. For collector, we have 3 coins, 3 heirlooms, and 3 fossils. There are actually 3 coins relatively close to Manzanita Post. There's an heirloom over in Blackwater, a fossil near Blackwater, and then another fossil near Manzanita. So we're going to grab those up. For Moonshiner, 200 money made from moonshine and sell it with at least 18 bottles. So if you can deliver a moonshine wagon with everything intact, you'll get both of those. And 2 moonshine story missions completed. So these are the missions that if you go into the Moonshine Shack and you talk to Maggie, she'll give you her storyline missions. Personally, like a 50-50 for me, these don't register as a daily, so I don't ever really bother with them just because it's not worth it. For the Naturalist, we need 3 desert animal samples taken. So just go out to Armadillo, Tumbleweed. The desert animals, you could even get some of them near Manzanita. So iguanas, the Gila monsters, armadillos, the Baja California pronghorn buck and doe, the collared peccaries, the desert bighorn rams and sheep, the Sierra Nevada bighorn rams and sheep, cougars, and black-tailed rattlesnakes are what you're looking for in the desert. And then once you... Oh, sorry. Good morning, Will. Once you sedate them, sample them, just revive 2 of them, and then you'll get 2 of these dailies 2 knocked out. So not too bad. I didn't see anything that we really need to hang around camp for, but where I have my camp today is right here in the overflow. So we actually have a heirloom here in this building that we're going to run and grab real quick while we're in the area. And then not too far away, in this little building right here by the hill, is another heirloom that we're going to run and grab. And then we're going to head over to the Moonshine Shack. Hideout locations. So these ones are always fun. And with everything else, when it's a daily, of course, they're not going to spawn as quickly. So a main one that I usually have no problem getting to spawn is if you go into the Bayou, Blue Water Marsh area, fast travel into Le Gras right here, right where it says Le Quai, this little cluster of buildings, that's a hideout. There is also one right over here by the bridge that will spawn in. There is another one not too far. If you come back up and come up the Camisasa, right on the hook right here in this area, there's a hideout that spawns. And then there's another one that spawns at the fort here. So you've kind of got like a decent sized part there where you can kind of run around and scan for 4 of them. If you come over into Roads, we're going to come down to Roads, this area right here, this building, this one has a nice hideout that spawns in quite frequently. It's not too hard. And then if that one's not, you can come up here to this little cove area, and there's a hideout that spawns right here on the shore in the cove. But there are a ton out in Armadillo. That's usually what I do, is I go up and ride in the desert first thing in the morning. And so if you go out to Tumbleweed, there's one just up in this area that spawns. And then there's also one that spawns right here. Oh, good morning, Steve. And then down in here, along this line of road right here by the sea, is another hideout that spawns pretty good. Right here, south of Benedict Point, is a good one that spawns. And then if you go up to Armadillo, Twin Rocks has a spawn for a hideout. And also, there's one that spawns right here in the middle of the field. And you can usually travel into Armadillo and just kind of run around. And you're going to be out here anyway looking for desert samples. So just keep your eye out for the smokestacks coming up in the sky and haul ass before somebody else gets there. As soon as I get a horse. There we go. I'm actually real quick curious. I wonder if I can donate. Perfect. I'm pretty jam-packed full. Yeah, no, I can't donate anything. Damn. Not a big deal. Once I do a long-distance delivery later, when the crew gets on, having a cougar on the horse to spawn the hideouts? Hold on, I'm waiting on an answer for this, because this might be helpful. Provided you can grab a cougar. Awesome. Okay, so Steve says that if you put a cougar on your horse while you're riding around, it helps spawn in the hideouts. So I would love to hear if you guys get that done, and if it does help, because I may have to test that myself. Anything to help, especially with dailies when things don't spawn as much. Alright. So if you go in to Emerald Ranch, if this is where you want to grab your collectibles, there's some not too far from the fast travel here, so Alright, that's awesome, Steve. Awesome, awesome. So if you want to try the Cougar method, a good place to find one is over by Sean Mcguire near Quaker's Cove in the Blackwater area. Alright, so there's also... Uh-oh. Wait. Alright. There. So trying to dance around trying to figure out how to get this comb. Alright, so... this is where we are. It's right here on the shelf as soon as you walk in the door. Now we're going to come over here. Move this marker. Remember to keep an eye out for raccoons. I'm not going to specifically go run around and spend time looking for them. If I come across them, good. Oh no. Okay. Awesome. And I just got notification my moonshine is done. So that'll be my 200 and hopefully 18 bottles. Looking like today's going to be a graceful day. So the spot where I'm going, there's also a hideout that spawns here sometimes. Mostly a moonshine I've noticed, but sometimes it can be a hideout. But definitely I think the desert is the way to go. Okay, awesome. Yeah, there's usually a raccoon that spawns at Rig Station, and there's also a bunch that spawn near Emerald Station. Let's see here. So, that's 2 heirlooms down. We are going to head towards Blackwater and loop our way around. Alright, so once we get to Blackwater, up at the house across the street here from the T is where we're going to be able to find our 3rd heirloom. And if you come down here on the coast, in this little nook right here where it points, there is a fossil. And then from there, we're going to go straight to Manzanita. I'm just going to put markers on these right now, so that way I don't forget that that's what we're doing. Alright, so over by Manzanita Post, there's a Gus. And in the same little patch of Gus's camp, there's a tree. And next to that tree is a coin. And then if you go up to Lower Montana, towards the basin here, just past the L in the little crook there, in the water, is another fossil. And then if we come up and move around to the first L in tall, next to this weird little patch of whatever that is, there's a coin right here as well. So that'll give us 2 fossils, 2 coins, 3 heirlooms, and then a 3rd coin that's not too far that you can run to real quick is right next to the R and the E here in Great, and it'll be right about here. So that's that. And then at some point I will make a run up to the Coulter area, because there's always a bunch of them up there. Here, I'll show you an easy one real quick. So all the way up to Coulter, if you come in right here, so you literally just fast travel in and run up the road. So zoom in, and it's right there. So that'll be an easy third coin. I mean fossil, sorry. Easy third fossil. So then your collector roll is done, and you've worked on your collections. Alright. The Bonnie McFarlane, I'm going to do later. Anything that's time consuming, I'm going to try and be a little bit more efficient with your guys' times in the morning. And if you choose these collectibles while you're over in the Blackwater area, there's the bounty board if you wanted to get out some of those bounties and get those done. I like how the NPCs are just standing around as you walk up and take their hairbrush like it's just no big deal.
How are you?
She even greets you. Good morning, how are you? Oh, I'm great.
I'm sorry.
Just gonna take your beauty supplies and run. Alright, so heirlooms are done. Oh shit! That should be where I'm going. Sorry, sir. Alright, next we're gonna run down here to the coast and grab that fossil. Ooh, and it looks like we have a cougar. So we're gonna take this cougar and put it on our horse and go out to the desert in a minute and see how that works. With the way that they drop the spawn rates for things when they're on the daily challenges, anything else. Get off the horse. There we go. Metal detector out. Right there. Alright. Now also, right up here, underneath this tree, is a Texas blue bonnet, which is a collectible flower. I'm gonna grab it just because it's right here and I knew that. Alright. Now, I actually have my moonshine shack over in Tall Trees. It's my favorite spot. So that also helps kind of combine multitasking of things. I think I'm going to backwards loop this. That's what I'm going to do. Then end at the moonshine shack and do that delivery. If I don't run into all the trees. So over here is Sean Mcguire. And we're right near Quaker's Cove by Blackwater. A really good cougar spawn is one out in the field that we just ran through, but there's also, you can find them, they spawn in right here under this tree. So if you want to grab a cougar before you go out to the desert, this is a good spot to do it. So right here next to Sean, see it even gives you the little cougar symbol. So we were probably right about here. Oh no, there's a legendary cougar. I have no room for anything, anywhere. Still gonna take a minute to do it. Hold on a second. Wait. Legendary animals found using pheromones. I didn't even look at that one just because the legendaries have been so far and few in between. Let's see if we can get ourselves killed first thing this morning. There it is. Alright, come here, Basher. Need you not to be a pansy this morning. Nope, nope, nope. Shit. No, 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 no. I don't know if it works for cougars, but serpentine. Did he run? Well, that's not fair. Okay, I don't know if I need a sample of him. Hold on, give me just 1 second. I know I told you guys I wasn't gonna get distracted anymore, but whatever, it happens. Alright, I'm gonna put this thing in my wagon, and then we're gonna carry on, and I'm going to attempt to not get distracted anymore. Oh, this wagon's serious, isn't it? Are you kidding me? So normally when you call your wagon and you're out in a field, it spawns on the road. I went and stood by a road, and it spawned in a field. Come on. Alright, I have to remove something in order to put this cougar in. I have a wagon full of stuff because I was working on a good little rundown for the trader. I'm curious to see if this is still going to show up as ruined. Before Blood Money, I was able to sedate animals, kill them, and throw their entire carcass into my wagon. Yep. Nope, look at that. Son of a bitch. Alright, so apparently you cannot sample an animal and kill it and throw it in your wagon anymore, which is so shitty. Alright. I had to try. So if you try and take it to Crypts, it shows up as a ruined carcass. And I hope they fix that, because that was that was the Naturalist role's main redeeming quality, was that you could sample animals, kill them, and still turn their carcasses into crypts. I know you can't skin them, but at least you could turn the entire carcass in and it just didn't go to waste. No more distractions, I promise. I promise, I promise. Unless it's a bear. Alright, so here we are. Run over here, and in this junk pile here is a coin. And then while we are here, there's also a necklace right here in this box in the building. Oh, that was one of our Madame Nazar's weekly set pieces. So every week on Tuesday, Madame Nazar, if you don't already know, gives you a 3-item set of things that you can sell for 1,000 XP and random amounts of money. So instead of having to complete an entire collection, you can just sell some of these. And there's also a achievement award for doing these. So that was our coin today, the 1792 nickel, a gold tooth, and a crude arrowhead. Nice. Alright. We're gonna move. Good morning, Outlaw. You sound happy. Alright. So, after another coin. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna go through and rename every single one of my horses George. You ever watch that old Brandon Fraser George of the Jungle movie where he keeps running into trees? I think it'd be more fitting. Even if it is operator error. Shit. Let's do it. Time for your shit today. Alright. So when you come up, it's right here in the crevice between the two fallen trees. Pretty easy to find. And this is the one that was by the... Just hitting buttons. I don't even know why. Okay. So this is the one that's by the first L in tall. And now we are going to swing down here real quick and grab this fossil. As always, if there are any dailies that you have that are different from mine because you haven't maxed out the rolls yet and you need some help, let me know. I've kind of done all of them for a long time. I can help with whatever you guys come across, let you know where things are or best ways to go about things. I can't guarantee no distractions. It happens. Actually, one of the best things about this game. Nope, this way. Right down here in the water. Keep going down this road here and go stop by Gus and grab that third coin. And then we're gonna go get some blackberries. So right here. Oh, oh, oh. I am not a good driver today. I like how I say that as if that's a... I ever have a good driving day. Alright, so here we are at Gus.
Hey, over here!
Not talking to you today, old man. And right by this tree. So we're literally in Gus's little camp area right here. Alright. Now we're going to head back over to the post. And around the post over here is a great spot for blackberries. You can find them on the river near Valentine, but they're kind of more spread out, and I like having them more condensed. Also because we're in the area, so. Oh, trying not to die. Here we go. It would probably help if I stayed my ass on a road. Alright, so you can also fast travel here. But the first and easy spot for blackberries, if you come right up here behind the post. Alright, so you see where we are? Here's some blackberries. So they're right over in this area next to the post. And then if you go near the A here in Manzanita, just like around this area, we've got two. Here we go. 3. Another one here. That would just be too convenient. We've got this creeping time too. And then down by the second A in Manzanita. There's only gonna be one right here too, isn't there? Nope, there's 2. Woohoo! Alright. So, not too far from a fast travel, and blackberries are done. Come on, pony. We're gonna head out to the desert real quick and get. We're gonna get our 3 desert samples and revives. It'd be nice if a hideout would pop, but I don't think it's going to. It's too late in the day. Taming him. Alright, so take your sample and then revive. 2 in 1. We could find... lizards. That's a fox. That's a badger. He belongs with the mountain. All kinds of non-desert animals. I'm going to kind of casually head up here towards Twin Rocks, and how awesome would it be if that hideout spawned right while I was right in the area. I hate these little pronghorns. Alright, we're taking it. There we go. Maybe we'll get lucky and that Azula elk will be over here. If you want to do the Naturalist legendary ones, like say, for example, like I did where I came across the Cougar and now I just need 1 more to be able to complete that daily, you can always go into Harriet missions and start one of her legendary animal missions. You just have to be careful about your timing. Even if they're in a cage, if you go close by, you can still throw down the pheromone and it'll register for the daily. There we go. Alright. There we go. Desert's done. Revives are done. So 2 out of 3 Naturalist ones. Not too shabby. So what I like to do when I'm looking for hideouts is I will come out to the desert, and if you get up someplace decently high, you can actually see the smokestacks for quite a distance. So just kind of every once in a while scan and see if you can find one or see one. There's a moonshine one. That's not what we want at all. Alright. Whale. Let's take a quick inventory of what we've got done and what we can still do. Oh man, I have not done nearly as much as I thought I had. So I'll probably end up going into a Harriet mission to finish this one, just so that way, that'll be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that'll be pretty good. If you're into doing the bounty one, these ones are really good. You can get them all done within like 1 or 2 bounties. Let's see for the dailies. And again, you just run over to McFarlane's ranch and go talk to Bonnie. That's a really easy one. That one's one that you guys can do. Hideouts, like I said, good luck. And I have not come across another player, so that one may have to wait until I get on later and play with some of the guys. So, this one, non-player enemies. Alright, we are going to beef our health and stuff up here, because they are going to shoot. Alright, so we're gonna go see about getting some grapples in. Alright, stay here, Basher.
What do you think you're doing here?
Alright, so circle. Boom! Nice that they're all on foot. Oh, oh. Oh. 1, 2. Nope, come back, come back. Eek. Oh, no, don't kick him. That... Grapple. There we go. Alright, now we can use guns. Maybe. Eek. Not my box. There we go. Flip some wagons real quick. The people. I'm using split point ammo at the moment. I've been working on clearing up a lot of the club rewards and login rewards and all that weird stuff that you just have built up in your lockbox. If anybody knows a good way to get rid of the special fishing lures, that'd be great. I have, I go and I catch big fish, and as they start wiggling is when I pull, and then when they're not, I stop and wait. And that will break. I have snapped through 14 regular, like river, lake, and swamp lures, but I cannot get rid of the special ones. And I've got like 28 of those things sitting in my stupid lockbox, driving me crazy. So the fight with them while they're fighting thing isn't working. Alright, so I'm looting to see if I can get some more gold teeth. I actually have a lot of the coin and the arrowhead that we need for Madam's 3-piece collection this week. But I don't have... I sold all my gold teeth. I wonder why they're giving wintergreen berries. Alright. Let's get out of Dodge. I know I said I wasn't going to get distracted anymore, but that actually served a purpose. We got our grapples in. But yeah, even if you just go down to Thieves Landing, like if you can't find a hideout or anything like that, just go to Thieves Landing and you can grapple any Del Lobo and it'll register for the daily. Even if they're not red, because the Del Lobo gangs are always considered enemies. So you don't have to like anger them or rile them all up or anything. So, no luck with Twin Peaks here. Alright. Yeah, I'm not going to ride around giant circles right now. I will do that later tonight while I look and try and get hideouts to spawn. And it's a little foggy, so I don't even think you would be able to see the smokestacks right now. I got all excited for a second. I thought that was the raccoon squeal. Badgers, foxes, yeah. Alright, real quick, we are going to go to a town. Valentine's usually pretty populated once in a while. So I am going to go to Valentine and see if there's another player there. And if there is not, then that is it for me today. I don't see anybody. Maybe we'll get lucky and somebody will. There's not a lot of people in this lobby. I throw that. It's a 3-star Cougar. Might as well. Dismiss. Alright. So, I hope everybody has an awesome Wednesday. And hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow morning for Dailies with Dammit. Have a great day.